Thank you for visiting my channel. My name is Ed and I own a promotional distribution company, EKD Promotions. If you're not familiar with the promotional industry, it's basically providing branding solutions to organizations using screen printing, embroidery, and promotional products. I've been in business for over 15 years and have moved into the print-on-demand industry under the name Shirtcrafts. Today I wanted to talk to you about a couple of shortcuts you can use when you're editing some of your listings within Etsy. Instead of going into each particular item, you can actually use some of their shortcut options at the top of the list that we'll show you here to change perhaps your pricing for all products if you want to decrease or increase your pricing, to activate or deactivate listings, or for example if you have them set for manual renewal and you'd like to automate that renewal on, let's say, a specific set of items. For example, if you're doing Christmas or any other type of seasonal item, you may want to just activate all those listings at a specific time prior to that holiday, so you're not actually having that listing going throughout the year and paying those 20-cent transaction fees each time you renew your listing. So the first step you'll need to take is to select which products you want to make your mass change to. So here we can do, let's say, this particular case, this one. And as we select all three of these items, we can go up here to the editing options. From here I can actually edit the titles. So if you want to change the titles on all three of these products at the same time, you can do them here. You can also edit the tags. You can edit the description. This comes in very, very handy during the holidays where production times or shipping times may be delayed. Instead of trying to go into each one of your products to change the different descriptions to inform your customers that production delays may happen, shipping delays may happen, you can basically select all the different products that you want to apply the description or the edited description to. Click this particular area, which will look like this, and then you can edit to the front, to the end. You can find and replace some texts. You can delete part of it. Of course, you can reset the description as well. So for example, we have here, welcome to our Etsy shop. Let's say I want to find and replace. I can take the welcome to our Etsy shop. And then I can replace it to, for the holiday season, please order by, etc. And then that will replace, as you can see with the sample update, will replace the greeting message that I have in there with the new message, and this will now be provided with all the three that I selected here. But for example, if you selected 20, 30, 50 listings, it will change the description on all 50 of those listings for you, and you don't have to go into each one to make those changes. This is fantastic for the holiday season, especially. As you know, in the fourth quarter of each year, with the print-on-demand manufacturers that you may be using, sometimes there's delays or out of inventory, or definitely shipping delays, especially after the Thanksgiving holiday going into the Christmas holiday. This is a great tool to make a quick update to your listings and then inform your customers. Perhaps you may put a cutoff date of December 10, December 8, whenever you think you can comfortably get your shipments to your customers in time for the holiday. Now, one quick note we want to share with you is from our experience trying to use this feature last year, when we didn't have a type of greeting at the top of our description and we just went right into the description. It seemed that this feature was a little bit difficult to try to remove whatever new message you may have placed up there. So for example, if you added something to the front, which we actually did last year for the holiday season, and we came to try to remove it, we had a difficult time removing it, and the spacing was a little awkward. So it'll remove it, but it seemed to leave like quite a bit of space, and we weren't really sure how to get rid of that space. So an easy way to do that is, or not have to worry about that, is just have a greeting message at the start of your description, like welcome to your etc. shop, whatever shop name you have, or just welcome to our Etsy shop, like we have a generic greeting there. And then do a find and replace with. And that way it will look smoother. As you can see, it just changed our greeting from this to the new language that we're putting in here, in particular for the holidays. And the spacing looks proper, and you don't have to try to go back and do any kind of manual changing to your descriptions. So that was something that we noticed last year was a little bit choppy with this particular feature. Some of the other features that I think is beneficial in using this nice shortcut tool that Etsy provides. Of course, tags. If you have some new fresh tags that you want to switch, you can update your tags here. You can add, you can remove. At this stage it won't let me add, I don't believe, because I have all 13, so I may have to remove before I add. But let's say there's a specific seasonal tag you don't want to use, or two tags, you can get rid of those, remove them, and then mass add to whatever. So if your shop has 1,000 different items and you want to just remove maybe a tag that's outdated, or maybe there's a couple of new tags that is more specific to your products now, this would be an easy way to do a more volume type approach, instead of going to each individual item to change those tags and add different tags. Of course, prices. If your costs are going high and you need to edit the prices, at this stage, I have these, for example, at $17.95. I can increase my amount by, okay, doesn't let me do that, by $1, and now it'll increase it to $18.95 for all the items. Of course, I can also decrease. I could set a new amount. I could do it by percentages. So this definitely gives you a fantastic control regarding how you want to price your items in a more volume approach, instead of once again going to each individual item. The renewal options is also good in this particular area, in the sense that if you had things set up automatically and you just aren't happy with the overall sales, and you decide, okay, I want to step back, or for example, if there's a specific product like face masks, and you decide, okay, now that we have vaccinations going up and not enough people are ordering the masks, doesn't require all these automated renewals, here you can just select to manually renew those items moving forward, so that way you don't have to continuously pay those 20-cent renewal fees really for no reason if you're not really getting the sales that you want to get, and vice versa. If you have them set for manual and you're like, wow, this specific product line is going well, this specific design is going well, and you want to automate that, you can do that here as well. If you want to delete, deactivate, I'm not really sure why you would want to do it, even if it's seasonal, if it's already active. But for instance, if you want to deactivate them, you can. Deactivating a listing does not affect the 4-month listing period. If your listing expires while inactive, you'll be asked to renew for the 20 cents. So if you deactivate and reactivate within that 4-month, you do not have to pay that extra 20 cents. A couple of areas that may be of interest as well under the editing options. You have change production partners. So for example, if you're using Printful and you're doing your t-shirts through them, and you decide for whatever reason that you need to change to a different production partner like Printify, you can select all the different t-shirt items or whatever items that you're changing production partners in this area, and then just update it to that production partner instead of going through each individual listing and manually changing each one. And finally, the change shipping profiles. That's actually very useful, especially when it comes down to the holidays. Typically, let's say you're using Printify and your print-on-demand partner is able to produce your t-shirt in 1 to 3 business days. As we go into Q4 and they get busier and busier, now that changes to 3 to 5 business days, or even 5 to 8 business days. Here's where you can select all the different items that affects and change those shipping profiles. So it goes from will be shipped out in 1 to 3 days to whatever new profile you're using, which could be shipping out in 5 to 8 days. saving you a lot of time instead of individually going to each listing and changing that particular shipping profile. We hope that this was a helpful video in showing you some of the great shortcuts that Etsy can provide. These shortcuts really save a lot of time when you need to make a mass change or volume change to your listings. Works fantastic, of course, during the holiday season if you need to increase, decrease, whatever you need to do regarding pricing or shipping profiles. And we look forward to you having you on our next video.